Welcome back. You're listening to The Neighbor Ladies. I'm Colleen. We got Boston, Suzanne, Karen J. We're here on the Alive and Social Network. In Boston, you want to talk about our former senator, Norm Coleman. What's up?
I want to talk about Norm Coleman because
Yeah.
I think he's sitting in the background, waiting for the opportune moment to jump into the presidential campaign and become a Republican candidate. And the reason I feel that way, especially now, is after reading the Star Tribune article from August 16th, and it talks about what he's doing in D.C. He is working there, comes home every weekend like he used to, still has that apartment on Capitol Hill. And listen to some of the things that he is doing. He is representing the interests of the Saudis, Indonesians, and the Emiratis on Capitol Hill. And if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. He runs South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham's super PAC in hopes of getting him elected president. Okay, now he forged ties, though, with former Senator Joe Lieberman to launch a nonprofit organization that is urging members of Congress, mostly via television commercials, to oppose the Iran nuclear deal. Okay, reputable, interesting. Here's something, though. He wields a lot of clout inside the Republican Party, more so than when he was a senator. He has a rep now of being a lucrative lobbyist, a formidable fundraiser, and has emerged as a rising star behind the curtain. What is this article a prelude to? Come on, we don't get press unless there's something about to buzz. And he turned 66, which by today's standards would almost be a young president looking at some of these candidates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great article. And as he continues that pattern that he had from 2003 to 2009 of religiously getting back to D.C. on a Monday. And I'd forgotten some of the things that that happened to him, but he continues competing interests between his largely secretive fundraising life, his nonprofit 501c4 groups, the Minnesota Action Network, American Security Initiative, and the American Action Network. His main job is basically being a lawyer and a lobbyist, blah, blah, blah. Now, he has worked with the Saudi government. That softened its initial stance against the Iran deal, and it's now signaling some tepid support for the Obama administration. That's nice. Coleman did that. Where is he going to jump in and continue? I just feel like this article and some of the things that he's doing say to me that he's going to make a stand. He's going to run. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He is. You
think
know,
you're right.
and he's such a mess. I think he's anorexic too.
Yeah, he looks a little
Yeah,
lean to me.
yeah.
I want to feed him.
In '93 he was a Democrat. In 2006,
I remember that.
In 2006 he headed the campaign for Wellstone. This guy's a mess. He's
he
all
can't
over the
stay.
place.
He can't stay committed to one cause,
No,
and that's
Or
what.
he has
one-
no loyalty.
Or
Right.
one woman.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But wouldn't he just fit in with the Republican Party?
Oh,
right?
he
course.
does
You
fit
know,
in.
because
It
There's
does.
room for him in the
He
clown
would
car.
fit in
Yeah,
anywhere. He
yeah.
would fit in anywhere that would have him, which is
Yes.
a dangerous thing in any politician.
Right.
And I think
Because
we
if the
should.
Republicans wouldn't have him, he would try to get in with the Democrats.
Yeah.
And if
And the
the Democrats wouldn't have him,
independents.
right. I mean, that's
Yeah.
his MO.
And
So-
I keep thinking Jesse Ventura, Norm Coleman ticket. I mean, is this what we're headed
Jesse
to?
Ventura said he wanted to be on Donald Trump's ticket.
Yes, he did.
Well,
I have a
Last
funny
night
story
on
about him.
CNN.
Oh, what do you got on
What's your funny story?
Jesse?
I used to be a manager at a tanning salon over on Grand Avenue. And he came in one time with his Secret Service guys, and he wanted to go tanning in the Ultra Bronze. But he said I had to put oil all over his body.
Whoa,
And if I didn't, they were going to shut down my
tanning
the operation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I'm only going to do it on your back. You can reach the rest of your body. Like, this isn't in my job description.
Because you're too short to reach the rest of his
Well,
body.
I mean,
you
I had to go-
could get hurt.
I had to go in there with him, and you know what I mean? I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
your wife is a judge. I respect the hell out of her. Like, what are you doing?
What do you mean? You mean Norm Coleman, not Ventura?
Ventura.
Yeah.
Ventura's wife isn't a judge.
Not
Is she?
that I know.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Are you talking about Tim Pawlenty? Isn't his wife a judge?
No.
Yeah,
maybe.
his wife is a judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, it's still exciting. Any of the three of them.
Yeah, no, she
Yeah.
is. She is. She has a different last name.
Yeah,
She is a judge.
interesting.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta.
We got. We'll
look it up.
Somebody. Yeah, we'll look it up.
Well, she's a
We'll look it up.
family court judge or whatever.
Yeah, but anyways, he gets a lot of press in this deal.
Coleman.
Coleman.
Yes, he does.
And then you've got Republican strategist Ben Golnick saying that Coleman continues to help Republicans up and down the ballot across Minnesota, even 7 years after leaving the Senate. He still is well liked and we'll debate that, and would certainly be considered a strong candidate for statewide office. I'm sorry, read the print. They said statewide. I think he's going for national. I don't think this guy wants
absolutely.
anything local,
He wouldn't make it local. I mean, it's there. We're still
He's like
still
the Bizarro
mourning.
Kennedy.
He is.
Like the
He is.
Bizarro Superman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where it's an alternate universe.
Yes.
And everything's not quite right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Bizarro Kennedy.
And
Norm Coleman.
people have never gotten over the fact that Wellstone was killed 13 years ago.
No,
And-
they're still mourning that. Yeah.
They're still mourning that, and and I mean, even his.
You really believe he was
Oh,
killed?
absolutely.
You really believe that it wasn't an accident?
Not a doubt in my mind, and it will come out. It will come out.
Honestly,
it's
you think
not
so?
a doubt in my mind.
This is like Tupac and Biggie.
I remember when it was announced on NPR. I was on my way to my son's grade school because his teacher had called me and said that the zipper on his jacket had broken and he wanted to go outside for recess. So I went to Kohl's and I got him a new jacket and I was delivering it, and they said that Wellstone was dead. And I pulled over and I had sort of this animal scream. I just knew something was really messed up about this. And at the time, before there were any censoring on the radio stations that were happening, NPR said if you knew the bottom line on this, it would scare the hell out of you. And I'll never forget hearing that on NPR. And I thought, wow.
And it wasn't something that NPR would ever say.
Right.
In those types of words. They're
Right.
pretty clinically boring, and they just never give an opinion during.
Well, even
for
Cheney.
that type of
Cheney
thing.
warned Wellstone that if he opposed the Iraq thing, that there would be serious ramifications. He said serious ramifications, not just for him, but for all the people in Minnesota. I mean, there were threats on Wellstone for a long time.
Yeah, now that you're bringing
Yeah.
that up, I do remember Cheney going head to head
I mean,
with
you're-
Wellstone.
Bushes were scared to death of Wellstone because he had such a tenacious popularity.
Right.
I mean, you're not the only
He
one
could
who
have been
thinks that
president.
way.
Oh, he ought to have been president.
Yeah.
It's kind of a heavy subject, but
Well,
as they
I'm
close,
glad you're bringing up this Norm Coleman thing because he's like the boogeyman, and I'm not
He's
gonna.
a creep.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a creep, and he'll fuck
Listen-
anything that walks.
Ooh, but this is look, you guys. I got to read this next line. It has nothing to do with what he'd what he'd fuck, but.
Or
Listen
doesn't
to
walk.
this line. Listen to this line. To me, it
Swear
says
jar.
something about the narcissistic tendency of Norm Coleman. Here's the quote: "Had Mitt Romney been president, I probably could have been ambassador to the UN." He said, "I wouldn't automatically reject the idea to serve again because I love public service. In terms of running for office again, the odds are pretty slim, but I'm certainly not saying never. Liar, liar, more than your
Pants
are
on
on fire,
fire.
baby."
Yeah.
Why can't these people just come clean? I want to run. I'm in love with myself. Get it over with.
Right.
It's a
What do you
pretty
What do you
job if
think
you're
about
gonna
what he
do
said about the
anything.
Somali community?
What did he say about the Somali
Said,
community?
that because those 6 guys who were found out to be terrorist connected.
Right.
He said, now we'll become Minnesota the land of 10,000 terrorists.
Well, I think he shot his mouth off, and I don't think he has any idea of the numbers of Somali people that we have living in the state of Minnesota, and
Yeah.
the fact that our Hmong population and our Somali population are numbers 1 and 2 in the United States, and that he offended he offended the entire community. If,
Yes.
if you've been to Burnsville, that is like, it's a phenomenal hub of Somali culture. And I just think the guy is so ignorant.
Yeah.
And I would sit down over dinner and tell him, except he'd be alone eating, because I just make the two statements and go. But I mean, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's so
Well,
mean.
it's why he lives in Washington.
He doesn't have
you
he
know? I
can't
mean,
stay here
it's-
more than 3 days.
It'd be like the dentist.
Yeah.
I mean, people would.
Oh, Cecil.
Oh,
Yes.
let the dentist come home, you know. But take
Where did he
Norm-
go? Is
Is
he
he
in
still
hiding?
gone?
Is
He's
he gone?
still gone.
Oh, he's probably
Hey,
at a
where's
cabin.
Jared from Subway?
Oh, my
bad
God,
boy.
Jared.
He's in
Bad
jail.
boy,
Yeah,
Jared.
but how come everybody's freaked out about the lion killer and nobody's freaked out about
No
Jared?
kidding.
Oh,
I'm
we
not
are.
seeing- well,
We
yeah,
are.
I know we are freaked out, but I mean, on my Facebook feed, everybody had a goddamn lion picture, and nobody's got a
Right.
picture of fucking Jared.
Yes.
That guy, he looks like the tech dweeb, you know, that's riding around in the geek bus for Best Buy, you know, and then we find out he's got. I'm not sure if we're really getting the right info on Jared, though. You know what I mean? He's got what? Just
He had
lots of child porn.
Yeah,
on
but
his
he
reel?
actually paid a 16-year-old for sex.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm
A
missing
boy.
the
And
important link.
And he's produced it.
What?
His friend, I think, was involved in some of that. I know he paid that 16-year-old in New York, and he actually asked her for more hookups.
Oh,
Younger the better.
Younger the better.
Yeah.
Younger
okay.
the better.
Oh, my
So now
that-
we know.
He's a creep.
Like
Oh,
I
he's
could
a
never,
creep.
I
He's
could
a
never
creep.
eat at
He's a
Subway
creep.
again because
No,
you know
I'm done. I'm
eat
done.
fresh.
Put
gross.
him in a room with
Eat fresh.
Norm.
Yeah, now we know what that meant
Oh,
for Jared.
Norm's got a running mate. There you go, Jared
Yeah,
from
but
Subway.
you know what? The whole like, and I look at this for reality stars or any sort of, because I look at Jared as almost the very first reality star.
Yeah.
Right.
You're famous because you fucking lost weight.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have gained and lost the same 75
Yes.
pounds my entire life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I should be an Oscar winner.
Women
Yes.
go
By
through
that
that all the
measure.
time. Our
Right.
weight fluctuates.
Hey,
all the
2 weeks
time.
ago, I was 5 up. Last week, 4.5 down. This week, 6.5 up. It's like a damn stock market. Give me the chocolate. You know, I mean, why don't I have my own reality show?
right.
I
You
know.
are.
Because
you-
Kris Jenner is not my momager. Oh wait, she's my age.
Speaking
no,
of
she's not.
viral
Just kidding.
videos, Boston has a viral video that she wants to talk about. When we return, you're listening to The Neighbor Ladies.
Meet your neighbor lady, Karen J. Karen J., who is your dream president?
My dream president would probably be Jon Stewart
Nice.
with Elizabeth
Yeah.
Warren.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Suzanne?
My dream president would be Michael Moore. Do you know
Really?
that Michael Moore was an Eagle Scout?
I did know that.
I can't
Yeah,
imagine
knew
him
that.
camping. I can't imagine him
Fat
camping
guys
at
in the
all.
woods.
I can't imagine him camping at all.
Boston?
Wow. President, I'm going back to Gloria Steinem, and I'd like to see Melissa McCarthy as the VP. Bringing in the fashionista stuff, a little comedy
Yeah.
to
Be
back
fun.
up the president. Let's have fun with it.
Colleen?
Who is my dream president? I'll say it, Oprah.
What?
Swear to God.
Yeah, she rocks.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Because it's not that Oprah would know what to do, but she'd know who to
Who to
ask,
ask,
what
who
to
to
do.
ask, yeah.
Yes.
And I think that is probably the most important quality in any president, because you can't know everything.
Yeah.
And I think the presidential folks get in trouble when they start thinking that they do know everything.
Right.
And not Gail as a running mate. Absolutely not Gail.
No, not
Sorry,
Gail.
Gail.
Her-
You can't.
yeah.
You're not invited.
Her
Somebody
lesbian
else.
lover.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. I
You
don't
know
care.
she's munching that carpet.
Okay.
Come on.
Nobody has carpet anymore, Karen.
Oh, I bet they do. I bet Oprah does.
So what's that big guy? She's married. She's not married to that
Stedman.
guy. Stedman. I just thought it was Studman for so long. I called him Studman.
He was just for show. I mean, you know.
He
Is dead?
disappeared.
He disappeared.
Yeah.
A lady beard.
Oh my God.
Welcome back. You're listening to The Neighbor Ladies. We've got Boston, Suzanne, Karen J, Handyman Grant. I'm Colleen. And Boston, you wanted to talk about this viral video from a sorority deal.
Yeah, I thought it's school starting. You got college starting.
Right.
This is a riot.
What is it?
Well, I don't know if it's a riot. The University of Alabama's Alpha Phi. Is it Phi?
Alpha Phi.
Alpha Phi. Sorry, my Greek. Alpha Phi sorority slammed for lack of diversity and objectifying women in a recruitment video. The video,
Lack
if you
of
watch
diversity
it,
in a
lack
sorority?
of diversity, yeah.
What?
Didn't they have at least one token Asian?
That's the guy that brought the Asian food on the Monday night dinner meal. That was their diversity plan. So, and there was an Italian guy bringing pizza. Oh, I'm in so much trouble with my daughter. She's going to go, "You racist, Mom." I don't mean it that way. I just grew up in New England. What can I say? We would go to the Italian neighborhood to get pizza. Enough of me. But back to this.
Enough of me.
The video is interesting because all it is girls in bikinis
Yeah.
on the beach. And what's missing from the video for me was David Lee Roth singing his songs. When I first saw it on the news, I'm like, what is this? Where's David Lee Roth? And then,
I
of
miss
course,
David Lee Roth.
oh,
Yeah.
I saw him at Mystic Lake. So worth the
Yeah.
$15. So worth it.
Damn right.
So good. Looking good in tight
You know what?
jeans,
David Lee
man.
Roth and Oprah. There it is.
There you go.
That's what I
Yeah,
want.
that would be good because he'd know who to bring in for the parties. It would just
Damn
be
right.
a balance. It's what it's all
Right, the
about.
correspondence dinner.
Wow! Oh my God! I just bring in the rest of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so all seriously, the video, if you watch it, is just chicks in bikinis, sunglasses, and it's their recruiting video.
What about Spuds McKenzie?
He's not in there.
Damn
There's
it.
no spring break stuff going on, and and apparently now. The Today Show is the one that really got upset about this and spent a lot of their focus on it. It was 6 minutes.
Were they
last
outraged?
Thursday. They were outraged.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of white girls.
It's white girls.
It's
and
always white people doing stupid stuff. That's all they talk about on the Today Show.
Yeah, well,
It
here's,
is.
And
here's
cooking segments.
This,
Yeah.
because of oh my God.
Because
cooking
white people
segments.
have so much time.
We do. Yeah.
I
this-
need some recipes.
Do I ever talk to you about how much time I spend cleaning my house and cooking? Yeah, it's. I'll ask Mr. Boston about that. He's in charge of those duties. That's okay. And washing the laundry. Okay, so the Today Show says that because of the video, this was the highest pledge class in the university's history, but they still took the video off. They had 2,261 women that wanted to join that
Sure, they want to be
sorority.
part of the popular girls. It's like
Right.
Legally
Yeah.
Blonde. It's their college fantasy.
So-
They think they're Elle Woods.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they wanted to know what we think of Alpha Phi's recruitment video. It's a PR deal, and they went after a market.
Yeah, obviously it worked.
And it's costly to join sororities. I frankly
Does it
don't
really
think
cost
it was
money?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, it's huge. And then you have to
I didn't
pay
go to
your
college.
rent. You have to pay. First of all, there's a fee if you want to participate in all the pledging.
College costs money.
Yeah, the
Formals,
pledging, the
dances.
formals, the
Yep.
dances, and you are expected to attend everything and participate.
God, that sounds
And
exhausting.
there's the quiet. Yeah, it's just who has time for that? Yeah, and you're on the work study program? Not anymore. And I think being slammed for lack of diversity. I don't know. I think the University of Alabama will now have rules and regulations for the sorority system.
I mean, don't they have a black sorority? Because I know they have black fraternities now.
Yeah, like in Revenge
They-
of the Nerds.
No, but I mean, even at the U of M campus. Now they have
I'm
like
teasing.
black fraternities.
they,
or just-
they do, but the idea is that you're excluding a certain demographic. A certain. People get upset.
I mean,
about
whatever.
this.
I guess they can decide
can
who they
do-
want in their house.
Right, they can do that, and I guess for me, I wanted to bring it up because I thought, hey, this is a really interesting thing that so many people got upset about it. Also, they got upset about this the same week, the same 2-week period right now that everyone's concerned about what is politically correct.
Well, so
to
let me
do.
ask you this:
What is politically
who got
correct?
upset? White people?
No, actually, it wasn't. It was the Today Show staff.
Okay,
White
people.
White people. I guess
So
Matt. I
representing
guess
white
Matt
people.
Lauer was on vacation.
But I mean, it's they're talking because the white people were mad. The
Of course.
liberal white people.
The liberal
were,
white people
were
yeah.
offended on behalf of minority students.
That's right.
Who weren't
And I'm
recruited.
not sure if minority students were ever consulted.
right.
And
So yeah, that's just bullshit.
No, it is. Anyways, it is bullshit. I
It is.
probably shouldn't have flagged it to bring up, but I think
Oh, that's
That's a
okay.
good-
one
it's
of the
good.
reasons I wanted to discuss it was
We
I
got to
think
talk about women in bikinis.
Yeah, and David Lee Roth. Never,
Last time I wore a bikini,
never
I was
far
30
from my
years
heart,
old.
David.
If I'd have known that was going to be the last time, I would have taken more pictures.
I have a picture.
You will again. You'll do it.
know,
You'll wear them again.
I only wear a turtleneck
good,
bathing
too.
suit, girls. So if your bikini is definitely out, man. This is Minnesota. You want that turtleneck always.
Oh,
30 when you wore a bikini?
yeah. I
was-
look great.
I was-
I did take a picture,
Oh, for
but I
sure,
would have taken
for
more.
sure.
Yeah.
I have a nice ass.
You know, there is
She didn't
Photoshop.
say 30. She said 3.
No, I said 30.
She
Oh.
said 30. How old were you? Have you won?
Last time you wore a bikini.
Probably 8.
8?
What?
Yeah.
No, I like to water ski. A bikini was a waste of time. But once those things fall off, you got to go find them. And I couldn't see anything. I had my glasses on water skiing. It was just horrible. My father's like, "Go get your bathing suit." I'm like, "I have no idea where it is." Anyways, that's my episode at the lake. But anyway, back to this sorority thing. One of the reasons I wanted to bring it up is I think it says our preoccupation with in the news of crap that's not important.
Yes.
And on that same day, this thing got 6 minutes on the Today Show, and we haven't resolved the issue of the nuclear stuff in Iran. We
Right.
got a plane missing in Malaysia.
Again?
Still?
Again. No.
Still,
I'm
right?
sorry. Where was it? I don't know. There was all kinds of other news going on last Thursday when I flagged this and said, "Hey, we got to talk about this on the show." Maybe it was Saturday.
Somalis are still getting recruited from ISIS here, right here.
Right.
You don't
Probably
want to
from
see that recruiting
probably
video.
from the. Oh yeah, that's.
I
what does
would
it
like
say?
to see it. I'm
Frankly.
curious.
Well, you know, there's stuff about ISIS on the news in Europe every single day. Why not here?
Right.
No, we've got the
They just
Today
killed that
Show.
archaeologist guy. That did you hear about that?
Oh yeah,
No.
that was.
They
sad.
killed an 81-year-old dude who took care of priceless artifacts
Why?
because he wouldn't give up where the priceless artifacts were. Because he hid him. He's been taking care of these priceless artifacts for 40 years. I'm paraphrasing.
right.
But no, they killed him. 81 years old. You probably think when you're 75, you know what? I probably won't get beheaded.
right.
You know what I
Oh, my
mean?
God,
When you're
yeah.
79, but 81 years old, and he's an old man.
Right.
If anybody wants to join ISIS, they're nuts. Whoa, newsflash. Colleen,
Well-
have an opinion about something that matters.
Well, maybe we should be more preoccupied with that stuff than giving
No, I wanna
giving
see
the
more
sorority.
women in bikinis right now.
More
I just
women in
creep myself
bikinis.
out.
Well, and we're talking about body image.
Yeah.
Join
Right.
our sorority. You need to fit into this size 2 bikini. Is there such a thing? I don't know. In
Oh,
my-
they
in-
do a lot of hazing with body shaming.
I don't
during
think
the
bikinis have
hazing.
sizes, do they?
Yeah, small, medium, large.
Okay.
And large
Extra
fits
large
everybody.
sometimes. No,
It really
it only goes up to large actually,
That's what my
because
daughter
I can
said.
almost fit. I can almost fit back into mine. Almost.
Well, I'll tell you
does
what.
fit everybody.
I'll tell you
You
what.
might not stay on.
Maybe
Right.
if we have enough nerve, the
Yeah.
Labor Day Neighbors Ladies show in our podcast should be done in bikinis.
Oh
I
my
think that would be
God.
good.
Hell yeah.
I didn't say if
Well,
I was wearing mine over stretch pants.
Oh,
or
even
not.
Grant. Grant will wear a bikini too.
I'm in.
All right.
He has to wear one of those bananas.
I have
A
one.
banana hammock?
Yes,
I have one, Grant. Don't
I almost
ask
had
why.
to, I almost
Game
had to
on.
ask what
Garage
that was
sale.
because I'm so naive.
All right. When we come back, college tips from a professor. You're listening to the Neighbor Ladies.
Meet your neighbor lady, Karen J. Karen J., what clubs do you belong to?
Well, let's see. I belong to fantasy football leagues. I belong to the Korean adoptees. They're called CADS. The Mile High Club.
Shut up.
Yep, and one I'm not allowed to talk about.
Really?
Can you give us the acronym?
She can't. She can't talk about it.
Damn. Okay.
Suzanne?
I bet it's a sex thing.
Probably a sex thing.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Oh shit! Now I'm
Oh,
scared.
Wow. ISIS.
No.
Wham! Women Against Military Madness. I used to be on the steering committee for 9 years. And then my
Like a
son
driver?
and then my son went to West Point. Go figure.
I don't mean to laugh. That's my
Yeah.
family stuff. Unbelievable.
Boston?
Okay, wow. please don't laugh, but I'm a Girl Scout alumni and 7 years as a Girl Scout leader, et
Oh my
cetera, et
God.
cetera.
I was a
And
Girl Scout too.
they've let me back in, but they've forever changed, and it was a lot of fun. And then I do a lot of stuff at my church, and I have my own things I can't mention because yeah. But there is, what else do I belong? There's a lot of stuff I belong to.
Are you a Freemason?
A Freemason? No, but I am a Mayflower daughter, which is you are a direct descendant of the Mayflower, the original people that were on the Mayflower, and we have all the paperwork and that type of thing. So my son applied for the Mayflower scholarship to go to college, and that was funny.
So
But-
was your family like part of the witch trials?
We were actually, and we
you
go to
really?
Salem to
I
pay
was
homage.
kidding.
No, it's the truth. And actually, Robert Fuller, the surgeon on the Mayflower, is a great uncle. So they have all the paperwork to prove it. It's hysterical. I had no idea. My relatives, they were probably the ones with the bottles of Jack Daniels coming off the Mayflower, and I'm still proud of them. Thank you for listening to that.
Colleen?
What clubs do I belong to? None.
What?
I don't belong to any clubs at all. I'm a neighbor lady. That's all I can tell you.
I
And-
forgot.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
it's the
We're
best
neighbor
club.
ladies. It is
Yeah,
the best club. And I'm
yeah.
a comic, but that's
Oh,
not
and
an official
comic,
club.
yeah.
It's not.
Kind of, but like I'm
More like
sort
a
of
clique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't belong to any clubs. I need to join a club.
Oh, we'll start a club.
Yeah, let's start a club.
Start a
Yeah.
club. We'll
Be
let
a
Grant
neighbor
be in the
lady.
club.
Yeah,
The
Grant's
rest
a
of
neighbor
us.
lady. Excellent.
Honorary, the Neighbor Ladies Club.
Yeah.
We'll allow one.
And the neighbor
one
lady,
guy.
it's like the lunch lady ladies and the lunch lady men. It'll be the neighbor lady men we'll have involved. You know where I'm going with that. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Making a PC.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh God.
You're listening to the Neighbor Ladies here on the Alive and Social Network. It's been a fun night, and we're getting ready to wrap up here. But Suzanne, you are a professor. Are you a professor or a teacher?
I'm a professor.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a professor and a
Well,
teacher?
I mean, I'm not tenured, but
You have your PhD.
But I have my doctorate. So
You're a doctor?
Yeah.
You're Dr. Suzanne?
I am
We
Dr.
could have been calling you
Suzanne.
Dr.
Yeah,
Suzanne this whole time.
Wow.
yeah, could have, but don't.
And I've already
I
sworn
won't.
at you.
She's humble. She's humble.
All right. Hey, 3 tips for people going to college.
3 tips.
Going back to college.
Yes.
College tips from a
Yeah,
professor, Suzanne.
and school starts next week at my university. Biggest tip that I want to pass on is that many students take too many credits. And they sign up for 15, 16, 18 credits, and then they have to drop. And it causes some real problems with getting financial aid, believe it or not. And so their GPA is affected. Take 8 credits and just be happy.
Is that 2 classes or 3?
It's 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would say that for a first-time student, just to take 2 or 3?
Absolutely.
What's the
Absolutely.
minimum?
I think that's great.
Well,
Okay.
what's the
Well,
minimum
you
number of
c-
credits that you can take to still be considered a full-time student
12.
and receive financial
12.
aid, though? 12,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your college tip number 2?
College tip number 2. I would say find out about tutoring centers. There's a lot of schools, just about every college, university has tutoring centers. You can get help for math, science, information study classes, writing. Oh, my God.
I want to go to college,
Yeah.
but I want to do it in a year. I don't want to go right now.
Okay.
Too
we'll
busy
talk.
right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I want to get my degree.
Yeah.
Don't have one.
Yeah.
Got my GED in
Yeah.
2007.
Good. Good.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great.
Good for you.
Yeah. Come and do it.
So, but I suspect that I would need tutoring services for
Yeah.
math.
Oh yeah,
In
yeah.
particular.
Oh, and they're great. The
Although as a
services are
waitress,
great, and they're
I can
free.
calculate 20% of anything immediately. What's the third tip?
Third tip would be to read. And it's the biggest downfall for college students today. They just they think, okay, I've read this chapter in my psychology book. What did it say? I have no idea. Pay attention to what you're reading. Yeah.
Read for comprehension.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell Boy Cub to drop a couple classes.
Yeah, really, really.
He signed up for a lot of credits.
You guys, this has been a lot of fun. once
I know.
more.
Yeah, very fun.
All right. See you next week, everybody. Goodbye from the neighbor ladies. Tell
Bye.
your friends.
Bye.
Share us. Like us on Facebook. See you next week.